Have you ever wondered, does penis size really matter? Across cultures, countless men have asked the same question. In fact, a study by King's College London revealed that 45.2% of men feel insecure about their size, and 1 in 4 have searched for ways to enlarge it, even when their measurements are completely normal. But according to modern medical science, size contributes to less than 5% of overall sexual satisfaction. The remaining 95% depends on blood circulation, nerve sensitivity, hormonal coordination, and emotional connection, the invisible systems working beneath the skin. Inside the male body, the penis is far more complex than it appears. It is composed of 2 corpora cavernosa and 1 corpus spongiosum, filled with millions of microvessels and surrounded by smooth muscle tissue. When the brain senses arousal, electrical signals from the spinal cord trigger the release of nitric oxide, relaxing the smooth muscles and allowing blood to rush in. Within just 0.25 seconds, the pressure inside the erectile chambers rises up to 7 or 8 times above normal, creating the hydraulic tension that causes erection. At this moment, oxygen-rich blood saturates the tissue, feeding energy into every cell. This reaction is instant, automatic, and completely dependent on vascular and neural health, not size. Even a few micrometers of difference in blood vessel flexibility or nerve conduction speed can change performance dramatically. But what exactly is normal? In 2015, the British Journal of Urology International analyzed data from 15,521 men across 17 countries. The results showed that the average erect penis measures 13.12 centimeters in length and 11.66 centimeters in circumference. Statistically, 95% of men fall between 10 and 16 centimeters, perfectly within the biological range of normal. Only 2.5% measure above 16 centimeters, and medical evidence shows that greater length does not lead to greater pleasure for either partner. A 2017 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine confirmed that factors such as firmness, endurance, and emotional synchrony have far stronger correlations with satisfaction than physical size. In other words, biology values function and coordination, not competition. To understand why, we need to look at female anatomy. The outer third of the vagina contains more than 8,000 sensory nerve endings, twice as many as the glans penis. The so-called G-spot lies only 3 to 5 centimeters inside the vaginal canal. This means that, beyond a certain point, depth offers no additional stimulation. Instead, rhythm, angle, and emotional connection are what activate the brain's reward system. According to research from the Kinsey Institute, 74% of women consider emotional intimacy and synchronized rhythm far more important than size. In fact, penetration deeper than 10-12 centimeters can sometimes cause discomfort rather than pleasure. What truly creates arousal is chemistry, the release of dopamine and oxytocin, the same hormones that emerge from trust and affection, not from length. And so the mind becomes the most powerful sexual organ. Within the male brain, the ventral striatum acts as the command center for confidence and desire. When a man feels secure, dopamine rises, improving focus, control, and endurance. But when he feels anxious or stressed, cortisol floods the bloodstream, tightening arteries and slowing blood flow to the penis. This explains why stress and self-doubt can physically reduce performance in seconds. The connection between the heart, brain, and genitals forms a closed biological circuit. A steady heartbeat sends stronger neural impulses, which in turn stabilize testosterone. Research from Harvard Medical School found that men with positive mental states and adequate sleep maintain 25–30% higher testosterone levels than those suffering chronic stress or insomnia. This delicate balance also determines fertility. A healthy testis produces over 100 million sperm each day, though only 5 to 10% are viable for fertilization. Each sperm travels at around 3 millimeters per second, the equivalent of running a 40-kilometer marathon relative to its size. It then journeys through the vas deferens, a tube roughly 30-35 centimeters long, mixing with prostatic fluid that forms about 30% of semen volume. What matters for fertility is not the length of the organ, but the health of this microscopic process. The quality of sperm, its shape, and its motility. Ideal sperm density ranges between 15 and 259 million per milliliter, a value that depends far more on nutrition, sleep, and hormone balance than on any external measurement.
Specifically,
improving sexual performance,
the
therefore,
male pelvic floor
begins
muscles.
with understanding the body's biology. To strengthen natural function, start with the pelvic floor muscles, the foundation of erectile control. Daily Kegel exercises for just 10 minutes can increase muscle power by 20 to 25% after 3 weeks. A healthy lifestyle is equally crucial. 7 to 8 hours of sleep nightly reduces cortisol by up to 30% and enhances testosterone production. A balanced diet rich in zinc, vitamin D, and omega-3 fatty acids supports sperm development and vascular elasticity. Meanwhile, smoking and excessive alcohol constrict arteries, damage nerves, and age the circulatory system, the true enemies of male vitality. Finally, maintain emotional well-being, because endogenous dopamine, the pleasure chemical your own brain produces, is nature's most powerful aphrodisiac. In the end, size is only a number. It cannot define masculinity, fertility, or the capacity for pleasure. True strength lies in understanding your body, maintaining hormonal harmony, and cultivating confidence. When the heart and brain synchronize, every organ works in perfect rhythm. This is the essence of male health. Science has proven that confidence and hormone balance influence performance 10 times more than size ever could. So love your body, take care of it, trust it. Because penis size does not define a man's health, balance, and self-assurance do.